An oligopoly describes a market dominated by a few large profitable firms. Oligopoly is basically like an imperfect version of monopoly. Economists usually call an industry an oligopoly if the four largest firms produce at least 70 to 80% of the output. The biggest firms work as a team, setting prices higher and output lower than in a perfectly competitive market. An oligopoly can form when significant barriers to entry keep new companies from entering the market to compete with existing firms. Here are some examples. Markets for air travel, like American Airlines, automobiles, breakfast cereals, and household appliances.
Acting on their own or as a team, the biggest firms in an oligopoly may well set prices higher and output lower than in a perfectly competitive market. The market leader in an oligopoly can start a round of either price cuts or price increases. This will only happen if the other member firms go along with the leader's policy.
The market leader in an oligopoly starts a round of either price increases or price cuts. If there is collusion between the firms in the oligopoly, then every firm in the oligopoly set the same prices and production levels. This type of agreement is illegal in the U.S. If the rest of the firms do not go along with the leader's policy, then this can result in a price war, which is when competitors cut their prices very low to win business. This is harmful to producers, but very good for consumers because then they pay less.
The main thing about oligopolies is that they are difficult to control because they act like monopolies but are separate companies. They have one weakness where any of the combined companies have a chance to cheat everybody else and take a large jump above everybody else. The main example of an oligopoly is a cartel, like OPEC.
A cartel is an agreement by a formal organization of producers to coordinate prices and production. Cartels can only exist if the members agree to keep its existing outputs and no more. Even though the other countries and other international organizations permit cartels, they are illegal in the United States.
However, each member has a strong incentive to cheat and produce more than its quota. If every cartel member cheats, too much product reaches the market and prices fall. But members can also decide to lower their prices below the cartel's level, which usually causes a collapse of the cartel.